a story from John. Jesus again showed himself to his disciples by the Sea of Tiberias, and he showed himself in this way. Simon Peter, Thomas called the twin, Nathanael from Cana in Galilee, Zebedee's two sons, and two other disciples were gathered together. Simon Peter said, "You know what? I'm going fishing." And the other disciples said, "We'll come with you." And they went out, got in the boat, and all that night they caught nothing. But just after daybreak, Jesus was standing on the shore. But the disciples didn't know it was Jesus. And Jesus said to them, "Children, you don't eat fish, do you?" And they answered, "No." And Jesus said, "Cast your net on the right side of the boat, and you'll find some." And so they cast their net. Now they couldn't haul it in because there were so many fish. That other disciple whom Jesus loved, he said to Simon Peter, "Psst, it's the Lord." And when Simon Peter heard that it was the Lord, he put on some clothes because he was naked, and he jumped into the sea. And the other disciples, they followed along in the boat, hauling the net full of fish because they weren't far from the shore, only about 100 yards off. And when they came ashore, they saw a charcoal fire there with fish on it and bread. And Jesus said, "Come on, bring some of the fish you just caught." So Simon Peter ran on board and hauled the net ashore, full of large fish. 153 of them. And though there were so many, the net wasn't torn. And Jesus said, come on, have some breakfast." Now, none of the disciples dared to ask him, "Who are you?" Because they knew it was the Lord. And Jesus took bread, and gave it to them. And he did the same with the fish. This is now the third time that Jesus, the disciples, Thomas, Mary, the third time Jesus showed himself to his disciples after being raised from the dead. And when breakfast was over, Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Simon, son of John, do you have agape love for me?" And Peter said, "Yeah, Lord, you know I got filial love for you." And Jesus said, "Feed my lambs." So to him a second time, "Simon, son of John, do you have agape love for me?" And Peter said, "Yeah, Lord, you know I got filial love for you." And Jesus said, tend my sheep. And he said to him a third time, Simon, son of John, do you even have philia love for me? Peter felt hurt because he said to him a third time, do you love me? He said, Lord, you know. You know everything. You know that I have philia love for you? And Jesus said, feed my sheep. I tell you, this is the way it is. When you were younger, you would fasten your own belt and go wherever you wanted. But when you grow old, you'll stretch out your hands. Someone else will fashion a belt around you and lead you where you don't want to go. He said this to indicate the kind of death by which Peter would glorify God. And then he said, follow me. Follow me.